Which art is your favorite art of Dark Magician? I mean, realistically, this is one of the most iconic cards in the game. And which one do you like? My personal favorite, I think, is going to be this one. It's the alternate art version done by Kazuka Takahashi himself. I am just in love with the different shades of blue. And I mean, it's blue, but it's varying levels and shades of that color onto Dark Magician. Something about that looks really cool. What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another market watch today. There's a bunch of Dark Magicians, by the way, and I don't think there's any wrong answer. And that's the weird part about the card. There's not many cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! That you could point and go, hey, listen, any version's pretty dope. I mean, you could say the same thing about Dark Magician Girl, sure, I guess. Dragon Maid players. Or you could talk about Dark Magician, which has a variety of rarities, as well as art. And I think, once again, they all look really nice. If you want a lesser version, by the way, good luck with this card. It's pretty high up there and hard to get. I mean, if you don't know versions, you can't really pinpoint the cards by the art. Yeah, there's about 2 pages on TCG Player, and I don't know, it just looks really nice. Something about it. So let me know in the comment section down below. Listen, Paisanos, I just want to say something. There's an old story, well, fictional story about the fox. I believe it's the berries. I always butcher these, by the way. The fox always looks at the fox always eats berries all around, and then he sees berries up high, and he goes, oh yeah, no, those are bad, and he just walks away. Realistically, those berries are good, but being the fact that the fox can't reach the berries, he goes, nope, those are bad. And that's kind of the thing why I think we're feeling with a lot of the negativity towards the market and the buyouts. There's not a lot of negativity. There's still some here and there, little pockets, and we gotta quell that down. You tell those foxes, being the fact that they can't get to the berry, that's it. You know, I really think about the market a lot. I think about the economics of the market. People are saying, well, V, you know, everyone got their stimulus check, and they're buying these buyouts because they're stimulus checks. It's like, bro, how many stimulus checks do you think we're all getting? We get one, and majority of us are using that for our bills. And as time goes on, little fun fact, by the way, as time goes on, later and later, people get their stimulus checks later and later. A majority of them getting those checks because it's at a higher level of the tax bracket, which they are, or they didn't do their taxes properly. But I'll tell you right now, like, a majority of people are not taking stimulus check $200 and going, yep, gonna buy Appaloosa. It's just not happening. And with those saying, well, V, it's the unemployment thing happening. Wrong again. That money goes so they can survive. They had a job to survive on, so now they have the unemployment so they can survive. I mean, I don't understand what's the whole confusion or whole animosity to those who are getting help that they need and going, they're just spending all that money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Have you seen the amount of buyouts we had lately? You know how many people you would need to do that much? How many people have to combine unemployment, starve, not pay bills, and just basically just derelict their entire livelihood just so they could buy these crazy high buyouts? I don't think it's happening. I really do think that the market is doing what it always does. Money's getting dumped into the market, but it's being specified towards the collector's market. Not many meta cards, some, but not many. And we're not seeing much hype because we're not seeing much deck lists. Since we're not seeing much deck lists, Yu-Gi-Oh players are still want to put money into the market, so they're going to get these high revenue cards that they didn't have because they're saving money. I mean, think about it. You're not going to locals. You're not buying packs. That money stacks up. And you know, a lot of people, including myself, I'll throw it out there, really are shocked about how much money we actually spend in this game whenever there's new deck lists coming out, or new locals, or hype from a new set, or whatever it is. It's a lot of money. So when they're bored and they have nothing to do, they're going to dump that money into the market. I think that's what we're seeing here, as well as collectors doing what they naturally do, and casuals going, well, why not? And maybe, sure, some of the money is being done from the stimulus, and maybe some should be for the unemployment, but nowhere near to these BIOS levels. I just can't see it whatsoever. I mean, think of it this way. Imagine Dual Overload, a set that was spoiled a month early, pre-sold a month early. Values are still insanely low. Yeah, we're seeing no buyouts. Shouldn't we see buyouts? Well, no, because this is the meta market. And this is my perfect example of what's happening within the meta market. Oh, sure, the secret version of impermanence is spiking. I'll agree with anyone that says that. But the regular impermanence value really hasn't changed, if not went down a little bit. And sure, people are playing Anaconda Needed and Crystal Needle Fiber. Sure, I guess so, but these are first printings, and look at what's happening. They're not a 3-up. They're not a 3-up like Phantasmic. Mind you, it's still going down. So original print secrets are going up because those who just have the extra money laying around are putting it towards that, being the fact that they're not going to low because they're not spending the money in Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatsoever. So they're going to max rarity their deck until they figure out what they're going to get as far as a new deck, or maybe they already have their new deck, but they're not seeing new deck lists out to get excited about the game, so they're sticking with that one deck list. And once again, this is a phenomenal example of the actual meta market. Not much money is being dumped into a lot of these meta cards. Some is, just not a lot. By the way, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe, like, and comment down below. Answer my comment question today, like I earlier said. Also, follow me on Instagram. Links will be over here. But which version of Dark Magician, any iconic card do you really like? I think this is my favorite one out of all of them. I will say the close second is a Speed Duel one for playability. I think I would use a Speed Duel Ultra Rare Dark Magician because it's really hard to find, and I'm ready to go, and I love that. Once again, if it's hard for you to find, I want it ×3, so I own 3 copies of that one. But looking at this card, I think the artwork is absolutely insane. It'd be cool if Konami made actually an ultimate rare. Why am I saying art? An ultimate rare version of Dark Magician. Up next, guys, we have the 2019 Ghost Arc Megatins. Now, whatever deck you are playing, there's a little thing that's kind of evident. Number 1, you need these 2 cards. Number 2, everyone wants to have these 2 cards. Number 3, you need them at 3. And number 4, but more importantly, you need to get it as soon as possible. The price is still increasing. There's no reprints, unfortunately. The 2019 Gold Star Megatin will be almost a year old come the next Megatin, which is only, what, 2 months, 2.5 months most away? It's not that long. And look at cards like Dark Rule No More. The price point's $11. It's down from $13. But it's still $11. Look at Nibiru. It's $14. This Megatin, when it came out, wasn't it $20? Like, that's absolutely insanely high value. The promo stonks are just rising. Next, Access Code Talker. This is going to be, I really do think this is going to be the new card that you're going to want to get your hands on as soon as possible. Here's the thing, though. I'll tell you what I'm doing, and then you guys can do whatever you want to do. I am not buying this card yet. I mean, the market price is $73. The value currently is $80, which is crazy. It's going to go higher. I know this. I'm telling you this. I'm looking to probably buy boxes of Eternity Code, crack them open, and hopefully just pull 1, maybe 2, and hold it 2. A 3rd one I'm gonna get rid of, but that's what I'm personally looking to do. If you're not looking to do that, then yeah, I think you need to get your hands on this card as soon as possible before it hits roughly around $100, and it might even go higher than that. So we have the Red Ice Fusion coming out of Clash of Rebellion, super rare original print. The market price is insane, $26, but looking at it, it's roughly around $20. So here's the question: do you own one? I currently own a couple of commons. I don't think I own the super rare. I might have it in my box. I'm not gonna dig around for this card. This card's gonna be useful in like August when we get the 2021 Megatins. There's no reason to grab this card now. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a real mean, but really funny at the same time. And I mean, it's one of those things you're like, wow, this is mean, but I kind of get it. In which if Konami was like ban this card, it would be once again mean and hilarious. For those owning super rare, they're gonna be livid. For those not owning super rare, once again, it'd be kind of, it'd be, you know, like, okay, cool, you know, no big deal. The thing is about the Red Ice Fusion, I believe that Konami should definitely release a reprint set and have this card reprinted. It'd be great if it was a promo in the Megatin. Think about it. You get the Red Ice Dragon card, whatever that card is called. I always forget the name of it. And Fusion card, Prismatics. Those holding $20 super rares, not so good. Konami's done something similar in the past with other cards. I'm not sure if they're gonna do this again. So we have number 90 Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Bowser Legends Relentless Revenge, $12 market price, and it's about $10. It quickly goes to about 13, by the way. Now here's a question: why is this card good? I mean, it's 2 level 8s. I know some decks can make it. I get that. I don't know. I mean, when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can attach a material and get effect, and if it's a Galaxy card, destroy that card. Okay. Let me know if why is this card good. I actually have 0 idea. Also, listen, another quick thing. I'm not doing any ads in my videos, and the only thing I greatly appreciate from you guys is comments. Slap your keyboard. I mean, all over the keyboard. Hit enter, whatever it is, to get that message across. I just want to have that communication. I love it. And I'm not putting any ads in my videos because all I care about realistically is, at the end of the day, is the communication. I would greatly appreciate if you guys could comment on my videos and just let me know what you think about some of these cards. Next, guys, Eldritch to Golden Lord. So even though earlier I said not all of these meta cards are getting bought out. Eldritch is definitely the exception. This is the guy that's behind a tier 1 deck. He is the heart of that tier 1 deck. Eldritch Golden Lord out of Secret Slaves with a $115 market price. Yeah, it's about 113 savings. Not that big of a deal. Listen, this card's really good, but don't go ahead and buy this card yet. I mean, we should wait for the ban list. And if you have an Eldritch deck, even though this card might be the last place of card you need, I would still wait. Do I think it's going to get hit in the ban list? No, I don't think it's going to. But I don't want you going ahead and running and grabbing Eldritch when, let's be honest, something else could come out that could just blindside his entire deck. Who knows? Do you? Evil Hero Malicious Bane is going down in value. Kinda. Evil Hero Malicious Bane out of Legendary Duels with Mortal Destiny with an $81 market price. Yeah, you get some German versions for like $70. Now, here's the thing, of course, when you have German version, whenever you go to official Yu-Gi-Oh! Events, whenever they happen again, you're going to need a written translation, or, hey, no big deal, just have another Evil Hero Malicious Bane in English. Easy mode. So, even though I like this, that's lower, I do like foreign cards a lot, yeah, not realistically, excited about getting a Malicious Bane. I'd rather just buy the Neiman First Edition version, the English version, for $80. Why not? I mean, yes, it's around its market price roughly, but it's still relatively inexpensive. As opposed to Evil Hero Adjusted Gold, coming also out of Legendary Duels and Mortal Destiny, with a $126 market price. You get a general one for about 87, 88 bucks. Which, once again, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. Look at it, 88 bucks right there, boom. But if you want an English version of the card, well, it goes back to $125. So, 125, 88. Writing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Events or printing it up, so you can do that as well. Or having an English copy, it's probably not going to happen. Or just paying extra money and just foregoing all of that. It's really weird with Heroes because as much as I love foreign Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, if I was to get Heroes Max Rarity, I don't think I would do it foreign. I don't know, I just like the cards in English for Heroes. English Heroes. I don't know, something about that I just like, and maybe that's me as a kind of player. If you are the same player, please let me know. We also have Potter's Eyes going up in price again. Potter's Eyes Ultimate Rare at an OTS 1 Pack 11 with a $91 market price. It's $42, I'm joking. It's actually roughly around $97. Potter's Eyes has a lot of listings before it starts hitting around $100 at the bottom of the page. You have a couple of walls at $11 and $97. You have a basically $100 wall at 7 as well listings. But it's really weird looking at Potter's Eyes because as much as I love this Ultimate Rare and I love it a lot, I think this is insanely good Ultimate Rare. Could it get hit in the ban list? And if it did get hit in the ban list, would it lower the value of Ultimate Rare Potter's Eyes, or would it increase it? I think there's a good argument to be made from both. This card's an OTS Pack 11. There's no like, hey, we know what we should do? Make Ultimate Rare Potter's Eyes like 2 or 3 years from now. That realistically doesn't happen. With the Pot card, you almost never see that. So, the other argument could be like, okay, dude, it's you can't play it, why have it in value? And I think we answered that question yesterday with Terraforming, which is limited, but it's still at the same price point it was when it was at 2 or 3, maybe even higher. So, I really don't know. I'll tell you right now, ban limited, I don't care. This card, I think I own 5 copies of Potter's Eyes Ultra Rare. I'm not selling not one of them. In fact, I probably might go ahead and get a 6th copy. I'm debating on it. But yeah, let me know what you guys are doing if you have this one of these. This is a beautiful card. Diamond Direwolf, original print out of Cosmic Blaze, secret rare, $3 market price, okay. Unlimited copies are roughly around $3, no big deal. If you want a first edition version of Diamond Direwolf, well, you're looking to pay about $15. After that one's gone, they hit about $20. And now listings, the last listing of Secret Diamond Direwolf. I don't know why this card's worth so much money. I mean, it's a good card. I mean, you know, Papa thing. That's good. Good Yu-Gi-Ohs. But is it really worth this much money? I don't know. Then we have No More Nightmare Draw. And I called this card the other day. And yeah, no, more stuff happened to it. More of those imaginary stimulus checks. I guess the second wave came. I just never got mine, but everyone got theirs, and nobody told. Like you open the envelope, there's a check, and there's a little like sticky note, and it goes, "Don't you tell nobody a soul about this. Cash in, shut your mouth." Buy Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe that's happening. I don't know. But look at that No More Nightmare Draw Secret Rare original print out of Cosmo Blazes with a $12 market price. Yeah, unlimiteds are up around 15s, and if you want a first edition, well, there's 2 of them listed at 37, and then anything near $50 for No More Nightmare Draw. I said it before and I'll say it again. I know there's new No More Night stuff coming out. I know the 5 No More Night players with the gorgeous playmats. They have a beautiful playmat. I think it was Italian No More Night playmat. Gorgeous playmat. They're really excited about it, and the rest of the community of Yu-Gi-Oh! I guess is just buying it out. I really don't know. But what I do know is, even when that new support comes out, I think the values of normalites actually might drop down. Then again, if we get something like, you know, Isold, which was used in not normal nights, if we get something like that, maybe we could see something different. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I didn't look into the new Noble Knight stuff. I heard Noble Knights, I heard Konami. If you've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! As long as I have, we've done this song and dance so many times, and Konami has always made so many beautiful cards, gorgeous cards for Noble Knights, that did nothing besides Isold, which was not using Noble Knights. So, yeah, no, it's great. Is it good for any other decks? No? Okay, I don't care about Noble Knights. You have to create specific cards that have very unique abilities in order to stop it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they have those unique abilities. I'm gonna go with no, because once again, we've been this road many. It's like a cheating girl who beats her man. The guy still runs back to her, and you're sitting there going, I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Why is he going back to Isold? Anyway, up next, guys, Smoke Goblin of the Thief. This card has, I guess, a short print. I mean, you look at the Dark Beginning 2 versions, it gets pretty crazy. With $7 market price, it's roughly around $7. What? $7 for this card? Yeah, for this card. I'm not sure. I don't think there's any first edition versions. I could be wrong, but I don't think there is. Anyway, yeah. So there's no $7 versions. I think Dark Beginning 2 only had unlimited. But if you want the Legacy of Darkness, which came out, you know, it's like, I think it was like the 3rd set of release or 4th set. $7 market price, sure. Yeah, it's about $6. Yeah, it's a big sale. First edition, almost near $10. What does this card do? When this equipped magic card is active and destroyed by due to a card effect, look at your opponent's hand, select one card from his hand, and discard from the graveyard. You know, you just put it out there and you're like, destroy it, I dare you. And your opponent's like, oh no, not Smoke Grenade of the Thief. Anything but that. We also have Magician's Rift Stage coming out of Maximum Crisis. This is so rare, which are hard to get nowadays, being the fact that Konami stopped making rares and core sets, but the market price is roughly around $1.60. Unlimited's $4. First editions, I mean, $4 as well. They're both files for shipping, of course. But why? Like, am I confused? Is there some new thing happening? A rare in Maximum Crisis? Okay, sure, I'll drink to that. We also have Side Blocker out of Star Trek Blast. Now, this is the original print, secret rare, $8 market price. If you want a first edition version, $6. Actually, not that bad. This card has had a history of, and it's one of those roller coaster price point histories where it goes really high because there's a chance it might see meta, and it even might see meta, and then it tanks when it doesn't. And then it goes really high, then it tanks again. It's done it a couple of times. It's also out of Star Strike Blast, in which we know everything I said is money. When that set first came out, a majority of players were like, there's a couple of good cards, I guess, whatever, it's a decent set. Well, okay, whatever. As time went on, we're like, dude, what happened? I feel like maybe someone at Konami headquarters, or maybe some Yu-Gi-Oh! Player was like, Star Strike Blast is sort of a joke. And Konami's like, yeah, we're revolving everything a decade after, minimal. Just to shut that guy up. I could be wrong, but I think that's a thing. Okay, I mean, once again, we had tuning, which is decent, I guess. Glow Bulb, Skullmeister was trash, I know that. Karakuri's were actually like the hot fire out of here. They were shooting star combos, but they weren't really like good or whatnot. They were decent. They were like, you know, like tech choices. Like, it was a really weird set. I'm not saying it was a horrible set. I mean, once again, you got Drone Lockbird, still no play when it came out, though. Heatwave was busted out the gate. That was a huge money card. But yeah, I don't know, throughout history, this card has seen some pretty crazy price points. And listen, Max C time. Every time I want to talk about Max C, it's like the birds and the bees. That's it, just birds and the bees. And I feel like you don't know the birds and the bees. Like, you see a pretty Yu-Gi-Oh card, and you got really excited, and you're like, I'm gonna get gold rare. I'm like, no, stop. That's a bad choice. Look at the Max C Secret Rare, by the way. The price has gone up exponentially. I mean, the card's holding a $39 market price. Well, you get unlimited for $46. And you want a first edition version of the Secret Max C? Sure. $200 with $1 shipping. Gotta get in with that $1 shipping. For Secret Rare Max C. Now, look at that Ultimate Rare Max C. Once again, Secret Rare for $200, okay? $323. So listen, I'm not saying the extra $120 is worth it, but what I am saying is, if you call yourself a rarity whore, and you're not buying Ultimate Rares because you want to buy the $200 first edition Secret Rares, or not sell those $200 first edition Secret Rares, then I don't know. You're like a rarity like trick. Rarity thought. I don't know what to call you, but you're not like us regular rarity pimps. And that's a big difference. Listen, I think Maxi Ultimate Rare looks gorgeous, and obviously I know a lot of you players are getting excited for Maxi, being the fact that this card has a chance to come up the ban list. And as time goes on, it's going to continue to rise in price point. At one point, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the unlimited versions of the Secret Wrist hitting $200 and the Secret Ultimate Rare versions hitting prices of the Starlight Rares. It won't surprise me whatsoever, to be honest with you. It's simple if you think about it. As time goes on, the hype behind this card gets higher. It gets higher and higher and higher. Ultimately, Konami released off the ban list, the hype goes to an ultimate high, but boom! Sink or swim. And looking at past previous cards like Conflict Destroy, which went to 3, Super Poly went to 3, Psalm Judgment went to 3. I mean, for the most part, they've done some decent stuff in the game's meta, but not anything significant. So one thing I'm gonna ask the question to anybody out there watching this video. Do you really feel like Maxi would be the be-all, end-all card if it comes to 1? Because I don't think it'll come to 3 right off the gate. I want it to. I don't think it's going to. I think it will come to 1. And then next ban list maybe 2, then ultimately 3. So once again, will this be the be-all, end-all card? Because I feel like a lot of you players that know about Maxi have PTS Maxi. And maybe that's why they're freaking out. But if you freak out and do nothing, you're gonna see a secret first edition Maxi, unlimited version of Maxi, be about 200. Ultimate Rare is going to hit into the thousands as time goes on. It's gonna miss this ban list, and let's say it does. People go, "I got you, V." All right, $200 first edition Maxi. What do you have? Your hands in your pockets. I'm sorry, Paisanos. Like, this is going to happen. Okay, this ban list, next ban list, I don't care when. The market will always go behind this card. Will you? And if you have a nice card like Maxi, Ultimate Rare, man, in your beautiful max rarity deck, let's say Water, let's say Adamantipatus, let's say Eldritch, do you stop? I don't know. I was thinking about this a lot lately. If I own every single Yu-Gi-Oh card, max rarity, would I stop buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Would I stop investing into the game? And not really investing as much as to put money into it to pay for my habits, which is expensive Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you know? And I really don't think I would stop. I think I would continue. I would find something that I don't have, and maybe I'll go in, get involved to. Maybe the PSA market, which I'm not a big fan of. Or maybe the sealed booster, I don't know. But I definitely won't stop in this game. I've never stopped since I started playing when the game first came out. And I'm not going to stop then. And if you're like me and you're trying to get there with a max rarity deck of your own, or maybe trying to get your hands on Max C, keep trying. Seriously, keep trying, keep looking around, and try to get it, okay? Like I always say, Paisanos, the lion on top of the mountain, he's nowhere near as hungry as the one climbing up top. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos, you always have a great day.